pretty and young. You're pretty and young. Don't give your time to anyone when you're pretty and young.
Goodness gracious, I can't seem to stop calling it out just to keep calling to your goodness gracious, I can't seem to stop.
Hey guys, what's up? So today I have a very requested video. I'm finally getting around to doing this. This is my review video of my new 2016 Rose Gold MacBook. I'm so excited to share this video with you guys today. There's so many things I love about this laptop, but there's definitely some things I don't love about it, and I definitely want to share that with you guys. So if you want to find out all about my MacBook, keep watching this video. So the first thing I kind of have to talk about with this computer is when I first bought it, I will say I thought there was something wrong with the display on it. I obviously am on YouTube all the time, so I do a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of people on YouTube. I just love it. So naturally, you know, I'm going to be on YouTube when I first got this computer. And I noticed, not right away, probably within the first week of owning this computer, some of these YouTube videos would start going green. The screen literally on the video started to go green. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out thinking there's something wrong with the display on the computer. I did a lot of research. It took me probably a good 2 days to figure out what was going on. Basically, what I did was, of course, I YouTubed it. I found this video on YouTube by this guy. I'm not gonna say right on this video like who I watched, just because I don't know if like they want a shout out or anything. I don't know. I'll let you know in the link below. But yeah, I watched this video, and basically this guy made this video about the green screen of death. That's literally what he called it. And he had the MacBook Pro, and it was doing the same thing to him, the brand new MacBook Pro. And basically what he said was go ahead and update your Adobe Flash on your computer, and you know, it will fix itself. So that is what I did. I went on the Adobe Flash website. I went ahead and downloaded the newest version, and ever since then it hasn't come back. Praise to God, it's all fixed. I think it is, because it's literally been months that I have not seen that green screen. So that was probably the first thing that freaked me out and I thought was wrong with this computer. So yeah, that is definitely one thing that I did not like when I first got it, because I'm freaking out. You know, I'm thinking, oh my god, I have to return this, because if you've ever bought a Mac computer, you know that you have 14 days to try it out and return it if you don't like it. So it was within that 14-day window that this happened to me. So yeah, that is the green screen that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so the next thing I kind of want to talk about is the port on this thing. So there's been a lot of talk about, you know, there's only a single USB Type-C port on the side of this. It is on the left-hand side, and then there is a headphone jack on this side here. I'll do close-ups for you guys. But basically, you know, at first when I was considering this computer, I really was a little nervous about that, just because I do so much video editing, you know, I do so much that requires my USB cable. I was a little nervous. But when I was in the Apple store, I bought a $10, what they call dongle adapter. And basically it's just a USB Type-C that connects to your USB. And honestly, not bad, but that was just kind of a temporary fix. Then I went on Amazon and I ordered a different adapter. I'll show you guys. It's a rose gold. It matches, and it has all, I think it has like 3 different adapters on it, which is just much more nice than just having one. But yeah, I honestly have not really minded it, you know. I traveled last week for a few days, and I will say I had to use my, well, I didn't have to use, but I used my hotspot in my car to connect my laptop, and I will say having the dongle wasn't totally annoying, you know. It was one more thing I had to go fish out of my laptop bag. And then, you know, using it in the car, I did not, for some reason, it could not wirelessly pick up my iPhone for the hotspot. So I used, you know, the cable from my phone to the computer, and everything was fine. It worked totally fine, but I will say, you know, the adapter that I had to plug in here, you know, it was coming kind of loose, and then connection would lose. So I will say that was a little annoying. I don't know if it, you know, probably wouldn't have done that if it was just plugged right into a USB into the computer. So that was a little annoying. But other than that, the dongles really haven't been that bad. I mean, I use my USB quite a bit, but not every day. So, you know, maybe if you're using it every day, it might affect you more than it's affecting me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have to say about the dongles. I have 2 of them. I'll show you guys what they look like. They're honestly not super annoying, but just maybe in certain circumstances they would be annoying. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the size of this computer. So, you know, right now it doesn't look that small, and honestly, it's really not that small. So it's a 12-inch screen. So I came from a 15-inch computer to this. So honestly, it was a big shock. I was not used to that at all. But, you know, the more you spend time on this computer, right away I got used to the smaller screen, and it did not bother me at all. I will say the first night I bought this, I was kind of like, oh my god, the screen is so much smaller than I'm used to. Am I gonna like this? And you're allowed to have those thoughts, because once again, you have that 14-day window from Apple to return anything that you don't love. Sorry, I got a notification on my computer. But yeah, I will say the size, got used to it right away. I mean, right away. And I had no doubts about it after like the next day. So if the size is kind of something you want to think about, go look at it in person. And once again, you have that 14-day window to really decide, do I love this size, or do I want to get a MacBook Pro, you know, something else. So yeah, I will say the size has not bothered me. And then can we just talk about this? How thin this computer is. I mean, look at this thing. It is so thin. That is kind of like the coolest part of this computer is just how crazy thin it is. I mean, it's so tiny. This thing is so lightweight. I mean, look, I have one hand on it right now. So that's been really cool. It's so lightweight. I love just taking it on my bed, you know. I love taking it downstairs if I'm going to do something. It's so nice. It's not heavy at all. It's so lightweight. I mean, so that's probably been the coolest thing about it, is just the sheer size of it is so cool. So I will say, got used to it right away, and I love it. Okay, so as far as transferring from a Windows computer to a Mac computer, I will just say right off the bat, you know, if you have an iPhone, the process is so simple and smooth transferring over. It's really not intimidating. It's not scary. I mean, you know, I think period, like if you have an iPhone, you're gonna love having a Mac computer, because I didn't realize this until I actually got to the Apple store of how in sync the 2 devices are. So basically, you know, you have your Apple ID to log into your iPhone, and then when you buy a Mac, when you go ahead and buy a Mac, you enter your Apple ID as well. So basically, your photos, whenever you take a photo on your iPhone, will transfer into your photos on your MacBook. I never knew that. I mean, why would I need to know that? I never owned a Mac. And then also your messages get sent from your phone to your computer, so that is really nice and convenient. Getting your text messages to come up is really awesome. And then, yeah, I love all the apps that sync with your iPhone to your Mac, so that's awesome. as far as video editing, I mean, this is really what I kind of bought this computer was for, you know. I will say the video editing on here is amazing compared to my old computer. I was just using Windows Movie Maker. I know, so bad. There was a few points where I was using Video Pad. I've used a lot of video makers over time, and I just kind of always stuck with Windows Movie Maker just for what I was doing. Honestly, it worked. But obviously I'm using iMovie now on all my videos, and I love it. My videos load, like import onto this computer, like a night and day difference from my Windows computer. I mean, it's like that. It's so fast for me. But yeah, I mean, that has been, video editing is amazing on this computer. It takes some time to export the video to YouTube, but other than that, amazing. Love it for video editing. I love it for voiceovers. There's no fan that's loud, and it's just awesome. Okay, so the next thing I kind of want to talk about is the keyboard on this thing. This gets a lot of talk on these types of videos. So I'm going to go ahead and take my skin, my protective skin off of the keypad. I just did that to keep my keypad safe and protected. It's beautiful. It's backlit at nighttime. It's so gorgeous, and it actually still shows through, the light still shows through a protective cover. So that is so, so nice. It's a beautiful keypad. It's different. It's so different. They call this the butterfly keyboard. So I will say I got used to it right away. A lot of videos make a big deal about, oh, it's so different, it takes some time to get used to. I promise you, it's a little strange at first, but I mean, you get used to it like that. No problem, I love it. I really don't see a big, there's no need to really be like, you know, it's so different, it's weird to get used to. It's really not, it's fine. The touchpad got a lot of, you know, mixed reviews on it. I love it. It's fine. It's a normal trackpad. It's, you know, and I use it. I don't use a mouse. I like the trackpad. So as far as the keyboard and the trackpad, I love them. They're not hard to get used to. You'll get used to them super fast. The screen, everybody makes a big deal about the Retina display. It's a beautiful screen, it is. But I don't know, I mean, I'm probably going to get a lot of slack for this, but I really don't know what's so special about Retina display. Like, somebody, like, leave in the comments below if you want to educate me on that. I'd love, you know, I'd love to learn. My brother is a total computer geeky nerd. He loves this stuff. He's into computer science. Me, on the other hand, like, I don't know. Like, it's a beautiful screen. It's beautiful. I know that. But I don't know what makes a Retina display so I'm gonna be quiet right now before I say something really stupid. But yeah, I mean, the screen's beautiful. It's a beautiful computer. The battery life on this thing's incredible compared to my old computer. I mean, I feel like I never have to charge this. I have so many things to tell you guys. I can't get them out fast enough. But the battery life on this computer is incredible. You know, a lot of times I like to work on my bed back here and just kind of edit or be on Twitter, and I never have to have it plugged in. You know, it's incredible. I love it. And I don't charge it all the time, just because I don't think it's necessarily good for your computer to constantly be charging. Once again, I don't know if that's true or not. Not a computer whiz or anything over here, but yeah, I don't charge it all the time. I feel like there's no need to charge it all the time. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to talk to you guys about the computer. I have a clear case on it. I put that on right away just because the material it's made out of, ooh, hair got caught in there. The material that it is made out of does kind of smudge a little bit. So I did go ahead and get a case on it right away. I went ahead and got a protective keyboard right away just to keep it, you know, nice and protected. Alright, so the last thing I want to talk about is my experience in the Apple store. So I went early on a Saturday morning around like 11:30. Got there around noon. There was barely anybody there. It was so nice because the person I worked with was able to give me so much time. I mean, honestly, it was like probably at least 45 minutes to an hour where we were kind of going back and forth. He was trying to talk me into a MacBook Pro, and he could tell at the end I really had my heart set on my rose gold MacBook. That's what I came in there for. And but yeah, great experience. They were able to answer me lots of questions. There was no rush, you know. I didn't feel pressure from them at all. It was just a very pleasant experience in the Apple Store itself, and it was great. It was awesome. So I have nothing bad to say about being in the Apple Store. It worked out perfect for me. So if you guys go, I'd recommend going, you know, kind of early in the morning like that, where there's not so many people in the store. It's not rushed or chaotic. So you really get the time you need from the person you're working with. All right, you guys, so that is it for my Apple review video. I hope you liked it. I hope I answered all the questions that you kind of would have for me. If not, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I'm always making videos, and I will definitely answer them for you. If you have any more questions, go ahead and tweet me. At the very end of this video, in my end screen, I have all my social media links, my Twitter, my Instagram. You guys can message me on there. If you have any more questions, I will definitely answer those questions for you. So that's it for this video. Go ahead and give me a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Alright guys, I'm just going to kind of give you a brief idea of what the laptop is like. So this is just the main desktop screen. Over here you have your Finder. You'll click on your Finder for things like documents, applications. That's where you'll go. Down here I have Google Chrome for my internet. I have Spotify, which I love listening to Spotify on this computer. The speakers are so awesome. Here I have my photos, which sync up with my iPhone, my messages, so my text messages from my iPhone sync up to my Mac here. Mail, so I have my email connected right down here. App Store, here I have iMovie, where I edit all my videos. Siri, there is Siri on here. But the thing about Siri is it's not like the iPhone 7 where you can just say, "Hey Siri," and she'll start listening to you. You actually have to press the Siri button, which is super annoying, and you can see right now she is recording everything. But yeah, that is pretty much just the breakdown of all the apps I have down here. And yeah, that's pretty much it I have to tell you guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked all the information I was able to give you. Once again, leave comments below if you have any kind of questions for me or want to know anything more. But that is it for this video. Bought this protective cover on Amazon, but this is the actual keyboard. It does light up at night, which is so nice. I love it. I just really wanted to protect this and keep this nice and clean, so that is why I put a cover on it.
I can't seem to stop.